This is the Wednesday, December 15th, 2021 meeting of the Conservation Commission, and I'll call it to order. And I'll say that I'm here, Lucas Thomas, Vice Chair, Richard Shard, Dabney Bowen, Jerry Alessi, and Brian McCann are here. And with us is also Tim Bishop, and there's an indication somebody from the public. I think there's enough for a quorum. So we can move forward.
Yeah.
And then we'll go with Roman numeral 1, the conservation, bills and communication. And the first one is the approval of the Conservation Commission meeting minutes of September 22nd, 2021. Can we get, I guess, a motion to approve?
A motion to approve.
Harry? Daphne, second. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay. Number 2, the approval of the Special Conservation Commission meeting minutes of November 3rd, 2021. Can I get a motion to approve those? Harry and Brian, number 2. All in favor? Aye. Okay.
I'm going to abstain.
Okay.
I wasn't at that meeting, so I'm going to abstain.
Okay. So there's an abstention from Alyssa. Number 3 would be approval of the Secretary's bill for Conservation Commission meeting of September 22nd, 2021 and November 3rd, 2021. Can I get a motion to approve the Secretary's bill? Okay. And a second. And Dabney, all in favor? Aye. Right. Now to Roman numeral 2 is old business. A site walk schedule, Brett Woods open space area, Eversource easement. I'm not sure what this is. If Sarah or Tim, you can let me know or let us know.
Sure, that was the pre-application review we'd done quite a while ago with Eversource for the Brett Woods open space. I think that's initially on there just to, we discussed walking out there. To my knowledge, nothing, there's been no movement on the application. No additional information's come to the department office. So I'm not sure where that stands, but the ball's in their court. But in the meantime, we thought, if we were able to schedule a date to get the commissioners out there to take a look, that was why it ended up on tonight's agenda.
Okay.
If that's something we want to do.
Okay. Are the members open to doing a site walk on this?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Is that something that we may do sometime in January, that maybe we could do it informally through emails as commission members?
Absolutely. We could settle on a date tonight or in the future, and just notice it as a public meeting like we would any other site walk.
Okay. Right. I'm not prepared to do a date right now, but would it be maybe in the next week or so if we can exchange emails or available dates with everybody, and then we can zero in on a date early or mid-January? Is that acceptable?
Yes.
Fine. Yeah. Be great.
Okay. All right. So then we'll do that, and that seems to just be an informational thing. There's nothing that we need to vote on there. Okay. All right. Now number 3 is also, it says informational. A election of Conservation Commission officers. Is Sarah or Tim, is that something we're doing now?
Correct. Yeah, I would. Typically, we had our wetlands board election officer elections last week. So really the way I've seen it is somebody makes a motion and you start at chair, vice chair, secretary, and people nominate someone, and
Okay,
there's a second and an acceptance. You could always deny
okay.
if you were nominated and don't want to take it.
All right, well, I guess I'll start I'll ask would anybody entertain bringing forth a motion for chairman of the Conservation Commission?
I nominate Lucas.
I second that.
Okay. Sure, I'll accept.
Vice chairman and the chairman's gone, so I figured you were the obvious choice.
Obvious choice, yeah, I guess so. All right, I'll accept. Would all be in favor on that motion?
Aye.
Okay. Now, would somebody put forward a motion for vice chair? And
Who wants it?
yeah, second, and then obviously accepting it, and we vote on it.
I'll nominate Dabney.
I'll second that.
Dabney, would you accept as vice chair?
I accept.
Excellent. All in favor of Dabney being vice chair? Excellent. And then it would be secretary. Somebody be willing to put forward a name, and then somebody second, and if agreed to, somebody being secretary.
Who wants to be secretary? Rick, you want it?
Well, I'm not really sure of the responsibilities, but if I get some support, I'd be delighted to try it for sure. Give it my best.
I nominate Rick. I'm just throwing it out there.
I'll second that. Oh, can I? I'm not even sure if I can. I don't think I can. Sorry. So somebody else will have to second that. Rick, would you accept as secretary?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay. All in favor?
Was there a second on that?
I'll second.
Dabney second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I guess congratulations to everybody there for 2022.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, or sorry, right. All right, so now Roman numeral 3, informational. B is the 2022 Conservation Commission meeting schedule. It's attached to our packet. The dates seem to be the same corresponding dates, the first Wednesday and then the third. And it does have where each meeting is to be held. I guess for today's purposes, it's just approving the meeting schedule, I guess. So anybody have a motion to approve the meeting schedule?
I'll approve it.
Motion to approve. Anybody second that? Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay. And C is conservation crew work summary. Tim, would that be you?
Take myself off mute. Yeah, that was Ed Jones, who usually lead it from his seat, but in his absence, I'll just I guess highlight a few things that the department's working on that falls under this umbrella. Let's see. Looking at ongoing conversations, even as soon as today, regarding some acquisitions, 2 parcels on Beaver Street that would, which I've mentioned in the past. I've made some more progress. Both owners and heirs are currently willing to donate those parcels to us to add to our Gypsy Springs open space, which is kind of on the east side of slightly north of Kings Highway. It's a small parcel, maybe about 2 acres, and 2 additional acres that we're looking at acquiring for addition are really small. They're about 0.14, 0.17 acres. but two of them would be a good addition to a already small parcel. Both parcels are currently 15 years plus in delinquent taxes. So I'm working with the town attorney and the tax collector to hopefully accept them as a donation and hopefully absolve the taxes. But both really the children of the previous owners who have since passed are very looking forward to just donating it and getting it off their radar. Second parcel, a little larger, that I'm working on is on Post Road. A larger parcel. It's 4.2 acres. It's just south of our 5-acre Hulls Highway parcel. Half of this Post Road parcel was the former Bulkley Pond. Like I said, it's 4.2 acres and is adjacent. So if we were able to acquire this parcel, it would essentially double our Hulls Highway open space. I was able to track down the one of the property owners listed on the deed. Two others listed were this gentleman's mother and uncle who have since passed. I tracked him down in Florida, and he has been also generously corresponding with me and the tax collector on looking into whether just handing it over in the form of a donation would work best to absolve his those 15 plus years of delinquent taxes. I think I particularly like this parcel, one because of its size and location, but also I think there's a lot of potential, not only adding to our existing open space, but the location of the former Bulkley Pond and adjacent to Aspetuck Land Trust ownership on the Westport side of the pond. Shows a lot of potential with wildlife, and it's now the former pond's now a grassy wetland meadow. So I think there's a lot of potential for birds and wildlife that we could put to use should this go our way. And lastly, the next one that comes to mind is the Oldfield Road parcel that has been acquired and was recently surveyed by Huntington Company, which I walked with Ed and Jason Spath maybe 2 weeks ago. That was a parcel that was acquired with the help of a DEP open space acquisition land grant, which we are currently waiting for reimbursement from Connecticut DEP on. With the survey that was submitted, I reached out to Allison at DEEP today to confirm where the status of the process, where the processing is on her end. But there's potential there too, and that's where we have been working with the Tucker Fund to install a bird blind there. So as of this morning, I was in correspondence with purchasing and finance to determine the stand. We were donated $18,500 from the Tucker Fund to construct the bird blind. So unless anything's in our way, we're going to move forward with an RFP from purchasing to at least begin that bidding process for the construction of the bird blind. In the meantime, there's several encroachments that could kind of cause some headaches. Several neighbors, I would say at least 8 parcels are encroaching on this, our semi-newly acquired open space. One with the shed, some minor wire fencing. Several of them have lawn encroaching. Nothing major except the shed. So I've been in touch with that property owner, and we'll work that out. So I think those are probably the biggest things I have on my radar right now as far as open space. Any questions or
Thank you.
thoughts on anything?
What would be the
Sarah,
plan
do
of
you have
attack for the What would, I'm muted?
Sorry.
What would be the plan of attack for those that are encroaching? Just letters and being nice and, yeah,
Yeah, with the shed, which is a decent sized shed entirely on our open space. I reached out to that homeowner via certified mail back in August. I got no response or correspondence back. The day we walked the survey points, like I said, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I knocked on her door. We had a discussion in the driveway. She agreed to move the shed, which I don't think is going to be able to be moved in one piece, so it's going to have to be disassembled. It's a really nice wooden shed, but I think it's about 6 by 10 or 8 by 10. So it's a good sized wooden shed, and it's entirely on our property. So unfortunately, she's going to have to move it. But yeah, as far as encroachments with lawn or fence, I'll try letters first, so it's in writing, and knock on some doors if I have to. But the mowing will have to stop. If we have to put up any split rail fence to demarcate our property line, we will.
gotcha.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any questions?
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a question, Tim. I'm sorry, I'm not aware of it. Can you tell me just a little bit about the Tucker Fund? I've never heard that term before.
Sure.
Tucker.
And Sarah might have a little more insight too, but I met with the I guess I'll call her founder of the Tucker Fund. It's a woman, Erin Seacrest, who named the fund in honor of her son who passed away. I'm not sure, a few years ago, I suspect. And it's a conservation-minded fund that has to do with the pollinator pathway up at Hoynes Hill, the pollinator gardens that win at the golf course, Smith Richardson Golf Course, as well as this bird blind that they're had started several years ago, and I'm picking up the pieces to get it moving again. So
Sure. Very nice. Okay, thank you.
they're very generous. We sat down for about an hour yesterday. She's looking for new projects, conservation related projects. So I mentioned this one on Post Road that she's very interested in. So it's a great partnership, I think, and has a lot of potential. So it's it sounds like financially they're expanding, not just in Fairfield, but doing fundraising in other towns. So
Very good. Very cool.
Just to give you,
it's a good relationship to have.
Karen and Peter Seacrest, they've been, as far as I know, living in Stratfield area of town. Just wonderful, wonderful people. And Tucker was actually a classmate and a good friend of my daughter's, and it was an accidental death, I should say, and it was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And they started this charity, I think, about a year after his death, and it's just they're just trying to get back.
Yeah, great.
Any other questions? Okay, hearing none, we'll move forward to, Roman numeral 5 is adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Well, everybody, happy holidays to you, and
Yes,
happy New Year.
Christmas.
And we'll see. Merry Christmas, and we'll see everybody, I guess, in January.
Thank
Great.
you.
Great.
Holidays.
Congratulations,
Great.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Tim, get us those
Thank
dates
you.
for the white site walk, okay? Or
Will do.
Sarah,
Thank you.
whoever. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Good night.